a good start to a video. Just re-broke the lock. This thing is the bane of my existence. Let's go through the side. Hi. Oh! So this is the flooring video, or I should say, like what, part 3 of the flooring video. It's the laying the laminate video, but now I gotta fix this lock because I won't be able to focus on anything else till it's done. That was not planned. Okay. So this is where the tumbler goes, and this is the actual tumbler. So on the other side you can't see, but right where my index finger is, right here, that's where the key goes in, right? This thing sits in here like this, but the issue I'm having is if I seat this too far in, I'm gonna take my key, okay, that works right now. But if I push this in, but it's not all the way flush on the outside. If I push this in further, so it is flush. It doesn't turn with the key. So that's my dilemma, and I'm not sure why that's happening. If I push it out, then it'll turn. I'll show you the problem. So now that that's where it is, so I can turn it, the actual lock is quite recessed back into there. It should be sitting right up here flush with this outside piece almost. Okay, for now I think I got it fixed. I shoved this rag through to try to clean it up inside, and this little rubber gasket came out. I'm sure this is extremely important. It probably helps weather seal it from this side. But whatever, that's not the focus for today. So we'll probably get somebody who knows what they're doing to fix that later down the road. Right now it works, but I have to again shove the key in further and then it'll turn. But that doesn't come out easy when I'm in the neutral position. Wow. I have to actually force it out. So that's not right. But again, it's an old vehicle, so I'm gonna learn to live with that, at least for today. Let's get back on track. Weird, this back section of the floor still wasn't adhering and curing. I could very easily pull it up. So I've hit it with a whole bunch more of that construction adhesive, weighed down with a 5-gallon, 20-liter bottle of water and 40 pounds in weights. And I'm just gonna let it sit while I focus because I'm gonna be building from the front to the back anyway, hopefully with the sun beating down on it right now. Yeesh. That'll cure up a little quicker. And I really want to get this done today because, well, we are going to have a forecasted high of 16 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is supposed to be 5 degrees Celsius and possibly snow. Alberta. Okay, so that was tuck tape that I put on just the seams of the hardwood. Maybe it was completely irrelevant, but you never know. I think every little bit's going to help on this floor. So now we will be laying the underlayment, which was, where did I put it? Yeah. That's just this stuff that Chris and I got at Home Depot, Moisture Barricade. Roberts is the brand. Always good to have an underlayment that can prevent moisture under your floor. Let's go. Okay, I really recommend not doing that when it's windy and you have the door open at the back. But anyways, majority of it's down. Again, I'm just gonna leave the end where I'm weighing down the subfloor until I get there. It's just a small section of additional underlay that I'll have to add. So, yeah, I don't know. I've only ever laid laminate once, and that was in the old apartment fairly recently. So, some experience is better than no experience. And it's interesting, I was going to run the boards lengthwise, like from the seats down this way towards the back. I'm not now, I'm running them drivers to passenger sort of way like this, right? And I think that will make my life a little bit easier when I get to stuff like the wheel wells and the fuel filler and all of that stuff. So that's what we're on to now. So this is definitely one thing I didn't do when I was doing it at the apartment. I wasn't this precise with my cuts. I would just measure, mark, and then I was cutting the boards. Oh, I don't even remember how I was cutting the boards. I think with like a reciprocating saw, which gave very jank edges. So the jigsaw's not, well, I was gonna say the jigsaw's not much better, but it really is a lot better. And then the tape, turns out, I'd always heard this, never put it into practice, tape where you're cutting and it really helps reduce or even prevent the board from splintering, which is quite cool. So this is going a lot slower than I thought, but I mean it is. Climbing in and out of the van, coming back here, measuring the boards. But it's looking pretty good so far. And getting a straight edge with the jigsaw is super hard. So I'm trying to develop a system where I line the straight edge of the ruler up with the board, find out where the jigsaw needs to be, push the ruler back to the appropriate place. Let's see here. Ooh, buddy. See now, in theory, now, there. Now that should be perfect. So now if I, oh no, I'm gonna have to let this go. Wait, maybe not. Haha. Should've just bought a table saw and been done with it. Didn't work at all. What a waste of time. So I may stop doing that whole bit with the ruler. The whole tape gimmick's working quite well. Okay, that's a bad example to show you because it's splintered and it's not straight. Whatever. DIY. Snap this into place. Oh, lorsh. Lurch. There. And we go like this. Imagine doing this the entire run of a living room. 2 hands, people, 2 hands. It's funny because just putting 2 together, they kind of bow like a V. I mean, obviously not that dramatically, but it is happening. You just gotta have faith that once you get the rest of the floor in, it'll flatten itself out. It's pretty much just that, about 1,000,000 times more. Not gonna lie, this all looks pretty cool. I mean, I know it was gonna look awesome. Like, just anytime you put down laminate, it always ends up looking good. But the fact that it's in the van is even cooler. So not quite done, still have the, I guess the garage area left to finish, which I plan on doing tonight, hopefully. Gonna go see the little girl right now, take a little bit of a break, run in the van because I just realized the cargo light up at the front here was on all day. Lucky my battery didn't die, but we good. And then yeah, just need to get some nice sort of transition strips to cover all of that. And the van will have its floor. it's very cool. Anyways, I will check back in with you guys once this is sort of like all zipped up. The van has a floor. And that was a very long day doing it, but it was probably the most fun thing that I've done for the van yet. And it feels very satisfying to be done. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see. Here, I'll flip it around and show it a little closer. Pinning some stuff down here still. This will not, for whatever reason, adhere. I am inclined to think it's probably because of the undercoating spray coupled with the cold weather we're having right now. That's fine. I'll get it eventually. But yeah, it is janky as all get out for sure. But everywhere where it looks questionable and janky is going to be covered by something in some form or another, right? So here I'm going to step up into the van. God. It's already a disaster in here. But yeah, like that's also now so much easier when I'm on my knees. Just saying, it was a bit of a pain, well, in the knees to be doing any sort of work in here. So now I'll be able to do the insulation and the ceiling without, you know, damaging myself further. So that's a good thing. Oh yeah, and one other thing. Noticed this morning after I took the weights off and started laying the laminate down. My step is coming apart. It didn't adhere either. So I'm going to redo that up tonight. I got some twice as strong or 4 times as strong stuff compared to what I used before. And since tomorrow's going to be such a cold day, I don't think I'm gonna do anything on the van tomorrow. I'm going to zip all that up tonight, put weights on it, and just leave it for almost 48 hours. Hopefully that will get the step together and it will stay. And then picked up some trim pieces at Home Depot today as well. They are gonna go there, right? Cover up the gap, give it a nice finished look. It obviously has to be cut, but I think that looks pretty good. It was a toss-up between the gray or the black, and I just think the black's a little too stark. I think the gray looks really nice with the gray. Who knew I was gonna be so into gray? So that was a really good day. I am super happy with that. It is actually starting to look more like a build-out van now than just a cargo van that I gutted, so that is super exciting. But that is it for this one. So until the next one, guys, just be happy, be creative, be yourselves, and most importantly, just be positive. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, one last thing. Yeah, yes, these are bare bums on my shirt. This definitely wasn't one of the more popular shirts when I was working in schools for Life Touch.